This is the number one mindset you must have in order to have a successful online business. In fact, this is the mindset that you must have in order to have any type of business. And that mindset is, I cannot lose. You know, I get accused of many things, but one of the things I get accused of a lot of people tell me, Robbie, you only talk about your wins. What about your failures? And I always tell them, man, you get more of what you focus on. And that's why I focus on winning. If I continue to focus on the losses, I get more losses. In fact, I don't even see the losses as losses. That's right. The losses is an opportunity for me to level up. Every time I have a result that I don't necessarily want, I see it as an opportunity to level up. And here's what I'm getting at. Many years ago, when I was really bad off financially, I used to stress so much when a bill would come in the mail and I couldn't afford to pay that bill. And then one day, just like that, I had a mindset shift. And that mindset shift was this: I am going to look at things the way I want to look at things. I am going to see things the way I want to see things. What does that mean? Instead of getting stressed out about the bills that showed up, thinking that the world was conspiring against me, I started understanding that I could look at things the way I wanted to look at them. And I decided to look at every opportunity. I decided to look at every opportunity that presented itself to me. I used it as an excuse to drill in the belief that, in fact, the universe was not against me, but that every single time I was met with adversity, especially financial adversity, I trained my brain to believe that that was the universe telling me that it was okay for me to make more money. And after training myself to see things that way over and over again, I developed a can't lose mentality. Can't lose. And some people say, well, that's naive. Well, it might be naive, but being that naive has helped me continuously keep going when the times have gotten tough. And that's what you're going to need if you want to have a successful online business. If you want to have anything in this world that's worth having, you're going to have to develop the mindset that insinuates that you cannot lose. When you develop the mindset that you cannot lose, even when you lose, you don't see it as a loss. So that's why I don't talk about my losses, because they're not losses. They are opportunities to level up. And I'm here to tell you right now, so many people are going to try to convince you to be realistic. People would tell me, Robbie, you need to be realistic. I say, whose version of realistic do you want me to be? Because my version of realistic is a version of realistic that I'm more attracted to. Everybody else's version of realistic is a version of realistic that I'm not really attracted to. So you got to look around and understand that throughout history, the small group of people have made the most money. The small group of people have lived better than everybody else. And if you are on the side of the masses, then you know historically you're probably going in the wrong direction. So what I do, I look around and I see the way that the masses are thinking. I say, okay, I got to think the opposite of that. If the masses are afraid to invest, I invest. If the masses are afraid to start a business, I start a business. If the masses are afraid to take a risk, I take a risk. I do the opposite of what the masses are doing. If the masses only focus on the losses, I focus on the wins. If the masses only focus on saving, I focus on making. It's a different mindset. And I'm not saying that it's the right mindset, but it's the mindset that you're going to have to adopt if you really want to win. Use every single thing that happens to you as an excuse to level up. Use every single thing that happens to you as an excuse to keep winning. Focus on the wins, let the losses deal with themselves, learn from the mistakes, and keep leveling up. It's Robbie Cornelius, always encouraging you to master yourself.